Hey guys, welcome back. Drip Coach here with Drip and Farm for Poverty, where we don't trust, we verify, and operate with integrity and transparency. Let's dive in and dive literally. As you can see, I'm not at home and not showing you normal Drip and Farm crypto related content. I'm out at the seas on the icon of the seas, actually. Royal Caribbean's newest and largest cruise ship got built at the end of last year, finished at the end of last year, took its maiden voyage December or January out of Finland. So this is actually the world's largest cruise ship, and it's got an insane amount of activities and things to do. Right now, we are ported at Cozumel, and I'm just going to give you a brief, walk and talk through the video. Normally, it'd be a walk and talk of myself and my surroundings, but I found out that the microphone I have on the iPhone, as well as using my Jabra earbuds, which are great for working out and noise cancellation for hearing music while you work out, but man, they are horrible for recording content. So I tried multiple times to record stuff as I walked around the ship, and all I got was background noise and wind a lot of times. So instead, I had to make this video and then come to my laptop and do the voiceover instead. So um, show you guys what I'm seeing and what's out there, and then just chat with you all like I normally do. But in short, I decided to do this kind of last minute, and this is kind of a nod to those from my generation and those of you that are out there that are younger. Man, take the time to enjoy spending time with friends and family specifically. So I myself, you guys know if you can follow my content, went to the military and pretty much have been out and about ever since. I left at like 17, joined the military, had my 18th birthday in the military. So what I mean about family is this last couple of months I've been at home, helping my mom with stuff around the house while trying to also take care of VA stuff that I had neglected for years. So that's a long, drawn out process. And during that time, I decided to spend some time with my mom, staying there and help with the house and all that kind of stuff like that. She's retired and she loves to cruise, and decided to do this cruise vacation with her and my sister. And this is what I'm seeing and talking to guys in the chats and stuff like that. I guess cruising is definitely more of an American thing. Like they have cruise ships all over the world, but it seems as though most people I talk to are not familiar with it as much as it seems Americans are. So if you live in the U.S. and you're looking to experience another culture or country, I should say, and you don't want to figure out the complexities of getting a plane ticket, finding a hotel, figuring out what to do when you land in the new city, navigating the new language or whatever the case may be, a cruise definitely makes that super simple and easy to do because it actually is all inclusive for the most part. So this one, walking through the Surfside, this is like kind of the kids area. This was definitely a cruise ship built for families. That's another thing to note, whatever ship you go on. We just want to do it because my mom likes to go on whatever the newest ship is and the biggest ships, just to say she did it, and she's a fan of Royal. So you do get the room and tons of food included, and then other things to do on the ship depends on your budget. So there are lots of free activities, game shows, trivia, board games, stuff like that. And there's also paid things to do um, and participate in, especially the alcohol. The alcohol is not free. So if you are looking to have a good time and drink, that's going to cost you. But they do have like packages where you can pay for it and get all included drinks, but it's going to cost you like, I don't know, $50 a day, $100 a day. So if you drink a lot of alcohol, then you can definitely get your money's worth. This deck, or this ship, I should say, has 18 decks. It is, what they say, costs about $1 billion to build. Has somewhere between 2,300 2,800 crew members, can support around 7,500 what we call ourselves, people cruising, attendants, clients, vacationers, whatever that is. So it's like 5 times heavier than the Titanic and about 300 feet longer or so. It's crazy. There are tons of different little bars and shops throughout the ship. I think this right here is deck 6, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry for the fingers getting in the way there. Like I said, I was walking and talking while recording this video, and I don't have time to do the edits. That is one thing I would complain about in regards to the ship, is that they don't have very good Wi-Fi. So trying to get this uploaded and do this on my computer like I normally do is just a pain in the ass. And shout out to Elon Musk Starlink, because it doesn't work very well out here. It's there, but it's just super slow, or maybe there's just too many people. That right there in the image is the Pearl. So that is their unique, what do they call that? Kinetic art piece. So when you go inside of that thing, you can kind of see from the video that those different little squares are moving, and it's got kind of a pearl like gloss if you were looking at like an actual real pearl. So you feel as though like you're kind of inside the ocean. It's weird to describe, and it doesn't show up on the video, so the camera doesn't do it any justice. You have to actually be inside of this thing yourself and witness it. But that it's one of their signature pieces. So it seems as though a lot of the cruise ships are all trying to do something unique to make their ship stand out. So when they made this one, the Icon, they tried to do things that would make it the first, the biggest, the only. So that was their thing right there. Um, they had the largest cruise ship like years ago, and then of course other people outdo them, and then now they're doing it again. That down there is Sorrento's. You got pretty much 24/7 all you can eat pizza. So there is tons of food, like I said, to choose from. I think on this ship there's 44 different restaurants that you can participate in or eat at, some of which are separately charged, and then others that are all inclusive. So they have like these fine dining experiences and stuff like that that you can eat at. There's a grill, there's hibachi, there's sushi, there's fresh seafood. So these are all like your fine dining, and they charge you separately. Then you have different buffets, and then you also have an actually included fine dining room that you get your 3 meals at there. And they have some top tier chefs to make sure that the food is on point. Trying to figure out what else. I just wait till I guess the next clip in the video shows up and kind of walk you guys through that. But like I said, this was just an opportunity to spend time with my mom. My sister happens to be for Mother's Day and her birthday, so it was just perfect timing to do both. And like I said, it's also just a convenient way for people to travel kind of painlessly. So if you've never looked into cruising and you're curious about it, I would say jump out there and see what it feels like, because it's, in my opinion, it's worth it. I think this is coming back through that same area. Yeah, so there's a bunch of also shops that you can buy things at. I guess price wise, they're supposed to be cheaper than some of the stuff because you have duty free options, kind of like in your airports. So you have some like different bags, designer bags and clothes, and colognes and perfumes, things of that nature. So yeah, we're down here next to the Pearl again. So this doesn't do anything, you just go inside. But that right there is the gangway, so that goes down to the lower deck so you can get off the ship. One of the people in my group was asking, do you get to get off? And the answer is yes. So wherever the ship ports, you can get off the ship and participate in whatever activities are at that location. And that all depends on where your ship is actually porting or docking at. So a lot of the ones coming out of the US, especially around Houston, New Orleans, Mobile, Alabama, all the way down to Florida, those go to typically the Caribbean. And then depending on East or West Caribbean, depending on the length of the cruise, and then going out of California, I think they'll go to Hawaii and down through Mexico on that west side. And then if you want to go up north, you can go out of Atlanta. I'm sorry, not Atlanta. What is that called? Alaska. If you go up north, you can go out of Alaska and see some of the northeastern states as well. So there's, depending on where you go, tons of different options. And this is just a brief glimpse at one of the smaller buffets to eat at. This is the fine dining room. So they call it fine dining because you usually get 3 to 4 course meal, every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that is included with your trip. It's got 3 different decks or levels. And Certain days of the trip, they'll have the dress your best kind of thing. So you have like a formal dining. Then other times it's just like smart casual. You'll get a waiter and a assistant waiter. They come and just wait on you hand and foot, basically bringing all your different foods, different courses. Then out here is the jogging track. So around 2.5 laps is about a mile to go around. It goes basically around the outside of the ship. And these are the what do they call these things? Rescue boats. So if you had to get off the boat, something happened, or whatever the case may be, each one of these hold about 450 passengers, and there's about 20 of them. And then here we are actually ported at Cozumel, and this shows you the difference in size. So pulling up right now is the Valor, I believe. Or that's the Mariner. I'm sorry, yeah, it's the Royal Mariner. And that was their oldest ship, and they had just redone it to match. And then over there is the Carnival Valor and the Carnival Jubilee. So you can't really appreciate the size of this thing compared to other ships, but this was my attempt to try to like let you guys see that. Then this was me walking around the back of the deck to show kind of the sunset and give you an appreciation of just how insignificant we are out here, because out there is nothing but black ocean, especially at nighttime. Even this giant cruise ship pales in comparison. So that's all I got. Hope that provides some value. If it did, smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, live daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.